Welcome to Land House. I'm Seth. This is my honest review of the Energizer Power Station. This is the model number PPS320w. So let's go ahead and do an unboxing of this and start putting it through some tests. Let's take a close-up look at this unit here. So starting with the front panel, it's got the Energizer logo. It's got a display here. This is your power on-off with DC on-off button right here. Over here is the AC on and off. Down below you've got your input barrel plug. You've got your in or out PD100. That's a USB-C. Over here is the output 60 watt USB-C. You've got two USB Type A, and then a single output 12 volt 10 amp barrel plug over there. Now let's turn over here to this side. There is a single 12 volt 10 amp for your car charger there. Then you've got your AC 110 volt 300 watt max AC plugs. Now one cool thing about this is they have reversed them, so you've got your longer section and your shorter right here. And then over here it's opposite, so shorter and longer, which means you can use the same opening for the ground plug on each of them. So that's a feature I've not seen before. On the back, it just says Energizer. Over here on this side, you've got a light right there with the button, and then your cooling fan, and then you can contact customer service through that number. It does not peel off very smoothly. All right, so let's go also look at the carrying handle up top here. Just lets you move that around, and then down below it's got some rubberized feet and then the specs for the unit. I'm also hearing, let's see if I can get it to do it again, or you can hear it on the mic. Yeah. Anyway, some plastic piece is rattling around inside there. Okay, let's go ahead and put this through the tests. Real quick, the plugs that come with this unit. Here is a barrel plug to the MC4 connectors, so you can charge with the solar panel. It's got the cigarette lighter to a barrel plug right there, so you can use that to charge the unit. It's got a single USB-C cable, about 3 foot, and then it's got the power brick here, so you can charge from an AC source right there. It also has a little user manual that comes with the unit as well. I've brought the unit inside so we can see the display. I'm going to hold the power button down for 3 seconds. Turn that on. Looks like the unit was shipped at 47% battery. It's got 0 watts and 99 hours to be on. Let's go ahead and turn on the light by pushing this over here once. Turn that on. We'll let it adjust here. So still 47%, 3 watts being consumed. And we've got between 45 and 47 hours that it will run that. Now the light itself has a couple different modes. So that's the full bright, there's the low bright, it's got SOS, and then it also has the strobe and then off. So that is the light feature. Let me close the door so we can see how bright that light is. It's not totally dark here in my shop, but we can at least turn this on so you can see. So no light versus light, and maybe we can shine over here where it's a little bit darker. All right, it's not totally dark here in my shop, but you can see that corner. So here's with the light shining down there. Definitely works out pretty good. Let's do the low setting, and then let's turn it on SOS and then strobe. This is a 300 watt unit, and I've got a orbital sander that will pull somewhere around 300 watts. So I'm going to plug this up to the AC side over here, turn on the AC over here, and it's got 60 hertz. It's using 1 watt. It'll run this for about 26 hours, 24 hours, just being on. So let's go ahead and see if this will sand a board here. When it first kicked on, I saw somewhere around 260 watts, and it definitely ran that no problem. So it was holding somewhere above 200. So it said right now it'll run this for 6 or 7 hours, and just having this unit on. So it's important to turn off the AC whenever you're not using the AC. I've got a Bluetooth speaker that I use often out here in my shop. Let's go ahead and plug this up to one of the USB type A. Good connection, I like that. And then let's plug this up in here. Alright, my power button is showing right there. Looks like 3 watts being consumed. So this right here is working properly. Let's try out 2 different charging methods. The first one is the power brick that comes with the unit. So right here you can just plug it into the input. And let's see, over here on the battery it is charging. There's a little bar going up and down, and it says 62, 65 watts coming in. I don't see a time, so that's interesting, but at least we know that it is charging through the power brick. So let me go ahead and unplug that, and we will charge with the other method, which is a solar panel. Let me get this solar panel facing the sun. Now this is a 100 watt panel. It still should do fine with this power station. With the power brick, I was seeing somewhere around 62 watts. With this 100 watt solar panel, I'm seeing around the 70 watt range. So it's charging just a little bit faster than it was on the power brick. Not sure how well this display is showing up for you. It's been out here for about 10 minutes. 49% at 65 watts coming in. So it is charging. It's just a little bit slow here. And it's also 5:30 at night, so the sun's not exactly the best position at the moment. This is my tiny house I've been building for a while. Let's plug up this power station to see how well it runs the lighting in here. So because this has a pure sine wave inverter, it should be able to run these lights without flicker. So let's go ahead and plug up my system here. So I'm going to go ahead and hold down the power button, turn this unit on. Okay, and then I'm going to push the AC on over here. It's 60 hertz, which is what we want. And then I can plug this up over here. There we go. Lights came on. So let me go ahead and turn on a bunch of lights. We'll see how much power is being pulled from this unit and if any of the lights flicker. Let's turn on every light we got and see how much power is being pulled and if it's got a flicker to it. Okay, so no flickering here. That's a good sign. Let's go see how much power we're pulling out of this little unit. So all of the lights in here are using 100 watts, and it says it'll run this for 1 hour at 46%. That's a good sign for the pure sine wave inverter. Now let's go ahead and use the USB-C cable that came with this unit to charge up a tablet. So if I plug this in here to the output, I do like that it's difficult to push in here. It just means it makes a really good connection. All right, and I've got one of my kids' tablets. There we go. That's charging. 119 watts now, 45%. That's a good sign that it is using both the DC and AC at the same time. The last thing I want to do with this unit is test out the overload. So I've got a saw here that should use around 700 watts. Let's go ahead and turn the unit on here. Okay, that's on. Let's push the AC on over here. Plug this up. And let's see if this triggers the safety. It did. Okay. All right, let me read the display here. I just noticed that it turned off the AC right here. So let me try this again. Nothing on that. Push this again. All right, so it looks like okay. So all I had to do to reset that AC was just push the AC button again, which means it did not have to have the whole system reset. So let me go ahead and use the sander again. Okay, nice. So yes, it does have an overload protection in there, and all you have to do is just push the AC button on again for that to work. My thoughts on the Energizer PPS320w. The functions all seem to work just fine. It charges with the solar panel, charges with the power brick that it comes with, and the ports seem to work just fine. The thing I don't like about this unit is the case that it's in. The handle seems a bit cheap, and then whenever you move this around, it's got some piece floating around in there. But other than that, it seems to work all right. I do like some things that other power stations don't have. It comes with your USB-C. It has the solar MC4 connectors to the barrel plug. That's often not included in these power stations. It does come with the car adapter for charging, and then of course the power brick. So it's nice to have all the extra cables in a small unit like this. It is small, so if you wanted to store this in your car or like under a bed, it would definitely fit well. So if you're limited for space, this is a good option for keeping a little extra power around in case the power is to go out. So yeah, as far as features go, the light would be sufficient for you know, a basic power outage situation, and it's handy to have one of these around for if you need to recharge a cell phone or run some lights in your house or charge up a computer whenever the power goes out. So except for the case being a little bit flimsy, I think this is a good unit. I'm Seth with Land House, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.